So, hello everyone, and a warm welcome to the Horsefall Community Stadium for this pre-season game between Bradford Park Avenue and Blackpool 11. I'm Samuel Wright, joined by Arthur Difford, and Arthur, this is going to be an interesting one. Park Avenue looking to win the third game in a row, a penalty shootout win 9 days ago against local rivals Bradford City, and a win this past Saturday against Chorley, a 1-0 win. So yeah, Park Avenue building momentum for that Northern Premier League season. And of course, it all builds up to that game against Macclesfield on August the 12th.
Yeah, good evening, Sam. Really looking forward to this game tonight. A couple of trialists in the Park Avenue 11, but some mainstays of last season's side for tonight's fixture. Really quite excited to see it, actually. Seen some rather good football in pre-season for Park Avenue. Looking on to that Macclesfield game, hopefully get that 3 points to start the season off right. But let's see how tonight goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about preparation at this point, isn't it? As you say, some trialists coming in today, and we're up against the Blackpool team. Obviously, Blackpool, this is their development team, but these Blackpool players will be hoping to make an impression to get into that first team in the future. Two players in this Blackpool 11 have made their debut. In fact, we'll run through the lineups now. So, for Park Avenue, in goal, Joe Sachs-Kenworthy, and Zach Kersey, an academy player who is playing tonight. Trialist Kate, trialist, I'll be prepared to hear a few trialists here. Mitch Lund, Jack Whiting, Harrison Hopper, Miles Labastide, Brad Doherty, Jordan Preston, and Will Longbottom. Longbottom's the only registered player to score in pre-season so far in that 1-1 draw against Bradford City. And of course, Park Avenue went on to win that game on penalties. The bench then, we've got Mason Brewitt, Liam Hall, Harry Colville, Joe Orty, another academy player, Will Callaghan, trialist S and trialist T. So that's Park Avenue anyway. Let's go through Blackpool now. Harvey Barsley, who is an academy graduate, recently signed a deal, I believe, with the first team. Kwaku Donker, another player, and Alex Lancashire. So Alex Lancashire actually made his debut, came on for 8 minutes in Blackpool's win over Norwich City on the final day of the season. But the teams are just coming out now. Blackpool are in their traditional orange colours, of course.
Tangerine.
Tangerine, yeah, tangerine. My apologies to any Blackpool fans listening. And also Park Avenue in their beautiful green kit. New kit to begin the season as well. So I will continue going through the lineups though. Also Will Squires, who actually has scored for the under-18s previously. Josh Niame, one of two trialists in Blackpool's team as well. Luke Mariette, Owen Moffat, who joined from Celtic. He's 21 years old, the oldest player, I believe, out there for Blackpool. Trialist Jake Daniels, 3 goals in 4 games for the under-18s. Matthias Spinelli, my apologies, Dan and Francis, Donovan Lescott, the son of former Premier League winner Jolien Lescott, and Zach Emerson, who joined from Brighton. Teams are shaking hands going to their sides now, and obviously looking at the teams tonight, but obviously mentioned about podcasts, all about preparation, but for these Blackpool players, all about making an impression, trying to break through into that first team. Obviously Neil Critchley will certainly have his eyes on a few academy players. Let's not forget, Blackpool are a team who 2 years ago got promoted to the Championship, relegated unfortunately in this past season, but these players will be eager to make an impression.
100%, Sam. Looking at some of their outgoings at first team level, I know that there are definitely going to be opportunities for some of these lads going forward this season. But like you say, really a time to prove a point and make a mark with a manager of Stephen Dobby here in the academy side. I know he's got a good relation with Neil Critchley, obviously former Blackpool player with 4 separate loan spells, the goal scorer. But yeah, I think it's an opportunity for them to really stamp down some authority and get their names on the seaside as first 11.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned about Stephen Dobby, 4 separate loan spells. Certainly a player who's been well associated with the club previously, that's for sure. But again, obviously, good relationship with Neil Critchley always helps. The managers now shake hands as well. Obviously, Mark Bauer, Park Avenue's manager, not here this evening, but we do have the assistant manager in, and just will let the listeners know there's a bit of confusion with Blackpool's numbers, and they're not 1 to 11. So myself and Arthur might have a bit of difficulty, but we'll try and keep you updated the best that we can, that's for sure. But the game is actually about to begin, and it will be Park Avenue who do kick us off, and it's going to be, I believe, for the trialist to get us underway. I believe that is trialist there in the centre, going to get us underway. And can Park Avenue make it 3 straight wins in pre-season, building towards that game against Macclesfield on August 12th. Referee checks if both goalkeepers are ready, and we should be ready to go any moment. The referee blows his whistle, and here we go. Early going, and the ball's played to left to Lancashire, and it's back to the goalkeeper, Sachs Kenworthy. That was actually trialist Kate, Lancashire's Blackpool player. Wrong team sheet. Ball played forward now. It's kept in play, and Blackpool looking to build an early chance for the Seasiders here. Oh, and the referee's blown his whistle, though. Oh, the ball was out of play. A bit of a let-off there for Park Avenue because Blackpool were coming forward menacingly on that left-hand side all of a sudden, but the referee spotted the ball was out of play, and Park Avenue have a throw-in.
Yeah, some tidy play on that left-hand side. Just a quick little 1-2, I believe it was. Some quick passing, I think one touch from either player, and looking at that ball was out of play because they were in there. 3-on-2, tearing down on George Sykes-Kenworthy's goal. So
absolutely, yeah, and it's actually a Blackpool throw. I thought it went out for a Park Avenue throw, and it is going to be taken by the left back, and it's then played in again. Sorry for the confusion with the numbers of Blackpool. We can't say actually which player's which at the moment, but we will hopefully get this sorted. And it goes back to the goalkeeper, Sykes-Kenworthy, who kicks it forward with his left foot over the halfway line. The ball is met by a Blackpool head, and it's thought there might have been a flag go up there, but not to be. And Park Avenue win the ball back well with Hopper, and then he's fouled, and that is a free kick. And goes to take it quickly, but the Blackpool number 10 eagerly getting in the way there. And the ball is back in possession of Whiting. And the ball goes back to Whiting again, who plays it to the right centre-back, which is Mitch Lund. And they're nearly giving it away again on that left-hand side. The ball stays in play this time. Blackpool are coming forward. It's a good run. It's the ball into the area. And the number 10 turns. He tries to get it back, but eventually it is headed away by trialist R. And Park Avenue eventually clear their lines. Well, it's easy to say. That left-hand side, the number 7 for Blackpool, looks very quick. So there might be a bit of a problem or so tonight for Zach Kersey, the right-back.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, without Lucas Dunstan tonight, who's usually a mainstay at right back for Park Avenue, I know that he's done particularly well in pre-season. But like you say, that Blackpool left winger looks fairly sharp and has caused some problems early on here.
Absolutely.
So
only a couple of minutes in, and he's on the ball again on the left-hand side. Goes back to the number 18 in the middle of the park, who spreads a good ball wide. That's a really good ball to the right back. Goes to take it in, but it's a really poor touch. Lets him down. A good tracking back, though, got to be said as well, by one of the Park Avenue players. Can't quite see who it is from up here. I believe it might be Doherty, actually. Yes, Brad Doherty. Good tracking back from him. I believe that might have put the full back of Blackpool off there. And it's going to be a throw-in for Bradford Park Avenue, taken by Mitch Lund. Lund looking for his options. He's got a few options forward. One thing does stand out. Blackpool players got some tall players in there, Blackpool. It must be said. And that's something that, in terms of set pieces, could definitely cause Park Avenue a few problems tonight. Ball's back with the goalkeeper, Harvey Bardsley of Blackpool. And he goes into the centre-back, who brings it forward. And a few of the fans behind him there. It's a good touch, but a good block, I should say. But eventually the ball's wrestled back well. Very well, in fact. But a loose touch allows Blackpool to win it back. A bit scrappy play in the middle of the park here. Eventually Blackpool do get possession. It's back with the centre-backs of the Tangerines. Again, Blackpool senior team will be looking to bounce back at the first attempt from League One. Neil Critchley's no stranger to doing that, so ball hit forward, but that will be Sykes-Kenworthy's all day long. He's going to keep it alive and just bring it into his area and pick it up. But early stages, got to be said, not an awful lot happening in terms of goal mouth action, Arthur, but I think both teams will be quite happy so far, really. It's a pre-season workout, obviously, and yeah, both teams will be happy just to keep possession and get into the game.
Yeah, I think so. Blackpool seem to be zipping it about perhaps a little bit quicker in these early stages as they go forward now on that left side.
Come forward here, it's into the area. That's really good defending actually here by Kersey. The ball's out on the left-hand side again. He's played to the 18 on the edge of the area. On his left foot, he puts it over the crossbar, but that was a threat. It seems to be that left-hand side, though, early on, that is causing Blackpool, Park Avenue, all the problems. That's what I will say. Blackpool are making the most of it there. Little bit of sloppy play from both teams seen in the last few minutes. It is the early stages of the game, and it is pre-season, so it's definitely forgivable. But got to be a bit careful, it's fair to say, Park Avenue, because that was a chance, and in the end, the number 18 hits the shot wildly over the crossbar.
Yeah, just got to be careful down that left-hand side. It seems that Blackpool really are attacking as a long ball goes forward from Park Avenue.
Yeah, it's cleared away as well. A centre-back's good clearance, really. Getting straight in there. It's going to be Lund to take the throw in for Park Avenue in their nice green shirt with some whiteness on it as well. Ball played forward by Lund. It's going to be flicked on by Longbottom. Again, the only registered player for Park Avenue to score. Yeah, the only registered player to score. But ball played forward now. It's making him really well by the Blackpool number 10 actually on the turn. Finds the number 8. Here comes on the left-hand side now. Blackpool have possession. looking to bring it forward. It's a really good ball as well. Number 18 who had that shot a moment ago. It's played in. It's still got it on the edge of the area, and in the end it's given away. And this might be a chance for Park Avenue to maybe break. A little bit slow maybe on the break. Eventually Kersey goes back, and it's going to be given back by Lund to the goalkeeper, Sats Kenworthy, who just kicks it forward. It's a really high kick up in the air, and it's headed away. And it is going to be booted forward by trialist R. And it's then headed away. And again, a bit scrappy in the middle of the park, but it's with Doherty now in the centre circle. He goes to bring it forward. He is fouled from behind, and that is a free kick to Park Avenue. They get on with it quickly. And here they go coming forward now on the right-hand side. This might actually be an opportunity here. The shot comes in, it's a little bit wild. I'm not sure if that actually was a shot or a cross, but I think it was a shot, and it was arrowed wide. So a shot for both teams now, both of them going harmlessly over the crossbar, but good play by Park Avenue, smartly taking the free kick quickly. In the end, it came to nothing but their first forward of the game. Yeah,
definitely. I think Miles Leversteed is going to be quite an influential player looking forward into this season. I know at the back end of last season he was really quite sharp and brings some excitement to the fans. I do believe that. Will Longbottom, obviously, with 11 goals last season, he's important. As you mentioned previously before the game, the only registered player to score in pre-season for Park Avenue. But I think it's going to be really interesting to see tonight if they can link up there with new signing Jordan Preston from Spennymoor in behind Will Longbottom.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, new signing, of course. Always a bit of a header back. That might be a bit of a problem for Sats Kenworthy. He's going to get there, though. Get a bit of a miscommunication maybe there between Lund and Sats Kenworthy. Mitch Sats Kenworthy came rushing out of his goals. That caused a few problems. The header back. Luckily, Sats Kenworthy was just about close enough to get there. He was being closed down, and of course, the defender and goalkeeper mix-up can usually be catastrophic, and it leads to a goal. But on that occasion, thankfully, Sats Kenworthy was there, and Blackpool have possession now with the number 5 centre-back. Centre-back is playing it among each other again, guys. I do apologise. We're not able to give you names of the Blackpool players all the time because of the lack of number and shirt number information we've been given at Park Avenue. Again, the team are, of course, looking to these players are looking to break into the Tangerines' first team in the near future. That's a nice turn from the number 18. It's good play in the midfield, though. Really good play, in fact. I believe that was actually by Harrison Hopper, and he then goes back to Mitch Lund. Of course, you mentioned about Lavastide a moment ago. His first real chance, wasn't it, in the game? He did well. Unfortunately, a shot came to nothing, but a chance for him tonight to really express himself as well. And the ball's going to be played over the top. It's not a bad-looking ball, in fact, and it's going to be cleared away. Looking for Longbottom. Blackpool defenders managed to clear it away. I mentioned Lampshire has previously made his debut in the 1-0 win over Norwich City on the final day of the 22-23 season, and also Jake Daniels up front as well made it the season before last in a 5-0 loss to Peterborough United on the final day. So just waiting for a ball to come back in here to get the throw in for Park Avenue. And it is going to be thrown now forward. It's controlled. Eventually the ball is won back, and in fact Blackpool do really well. Number 18 for Blackpool's been very lively in the early stages, in the possession now, in fact, and he plays it forward. That's really good play, and this is good play, and here comes the threat on the left. Oh, and it's gone through. The ball was missed by Kersey, and here we go now. Blackpool's number 7 on the left. He's been threatening all game. Good defending, though, by Kersey. Stood his ground, never intimidating, and gets it away, but then he gives it away as well. Blackpool come back again. The number 4, who looks very calm in possession whenever he has it. Again, that's a bit of a threat, wasn't it, there? It seemed to get away from Kersey originally, didn't it? But then afterwards, to be fair to me, never gave up on it. We will stick with it for now, though, as the ball comes forward, and it's going to be out of play, and it's a goal kick. In fact, the last touch did come off the Blackpool player, and a bit of a threatening spell for Blackpool. But, yeah, in the end, it's a goal kick for Park Avenue, a bit of respite for them.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Zach Kersey did look like he'd almost been beaten there. He sort of stumbled as the ball went past him, but great recovery play from the Park Avenue right back.
Absolutely. Ball comes forward now. It's actually flicked on. I'm not sure how intentional that was from Longbottom towards Preston. Preston, of course, coming in from Spennymoor. Not seen a lot of him just yet. Here is Lund in possession now. He has the ball and he plays it to the number 9, Doherty. Brad Doherty looks to play it forward. That's a good ball as well. It's over to Mitch Lund. Oh, in the end, it's given away, though. It's not given away. It's given back to the goalkeeper from the Blackpool player. And here we go. It's actually in possession now with the goalkeeper of Blackpool, which is Harvey Bardsley. And the ball is with Blackpool again. They seem to be playing quite far up, Blackpool. It must be said, very high up from their centre-back. That's one thing I have been noticing so far. Ball goes back to the goalkeeper, Harvey Bardsley. And, yeah, just keeping possession for the time being. And not really much progressive play at the moment. But they are looking for a bit of an opening as the ball might come forward. It's a good run, but in the end it's been given away. But the ball does come back to Blackpool's number 2. And again, it's number 4. Just looking a bit hesitant there, but he does give it back to the goalkeeper, who just gives it straight away. Blackpool looking quite calm in possession at the moment, it's got to be said.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's due to the lack of pressure as they're going behind.
Yeah, they're going behind. So on that left wing, it's a good foot in there actually by Mitch Lund, who gets it away. Oh, that's a really important touch in the end from London. The ball comes out to Doherty on the left-hand side, comes forward. That's a good challenge, but Doherty then can get the ball back from the trialist. R&O in the end. Doherty, I think he might have lost it. He has. And Trialist plays it forward again. It comes off the number 18. Blackpool having so much joy down that left-hand side at times. I think they're overloading it, and that's becoming a problem. However, it hasn't led to anything just yet, thankfully for Park Avenue, who are in possession now with Mitch Lund. Lund can keep possession and play it to Jack Whiting. Another player, of course, was signed in this summer transfer window. I believe came in from Doncaster Rovers, in fact. The ball's with Kersey on the left. Number 7 putting him under pressure there. A bit of a push maybe as well. Sykes Kenworthy does play it out though to Jack Whiting. And Whiting looking for his options. Park Avenue certainly have some. Doherty comes deep and gets the ball and keeps it well. He's done really well there, Doherty. Oh, and he looks for a ball to the right-hand side, I believe, to Labastide, but in the end it never quite found him. And here we go again. Number 7 for Blackpool, who certainly has been threatening so far. And the centre-backs now happy to play it among each other as well.
Yeah, just noting, Sam, that with Blackpool on the ball, you mentioned that the centre-backs have so much time on it. And I think that's due to the deep banks of 4. 2 sets of 4 that Park Avenue as they drive forward.
They
now
are driving forward really well. It's a good run actually by Kersey there. And here's Labastide on the right-hand side. And it's given back by Longbottom. And the ball was with Preston. And he then plays it to Harrison Hopper. Good spell this for Park Avenue in Blackpool's half. I haven't said that so far an awful lot, but they're happy to keep possession for now. Look for an opening, and the ball's played forward. Labastide will chase it. He's not going to give it up, but it might well go out of play. It does. Is that a corner, though, maybe? It is a corner. He's done really well there, Labastide, to win that. He never gave up, and he was persistent, and that's his reward for it. I believe it just bounced off the Blackpool player. We did see that it actually may have just come off him and gone out, and that's the case. And the corners can be taken by Longbottom, and a chance for Park Avenue to go into the penalty area.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I was just speaking about before, I think there's 2 deep banks of 4 for Park Avenue, and they broke out really well from them there as Will Longbottom puts the corner.
He does. It's not a bad one. It's right into the goalkeeper's arms. In fact, he might have been going for the far corner there, maybe.
He did it last season against Alfreton Town.
He did, yeah. It was not a bad effort, to be fair. And the goalkeeper always had it covered, to be fair to him. Harvey Bardsley, you could tell he was always going to get there, but I'm not sure if he had his eyes for it there, Longbottom. It certainly was deeper than everyone else, that's for sure. But one thing I did mention earlier on in the game was about Blackpool's height. I do think that is going to be a bit of a problem from set pieces. They come forward now, actually. The number 18, there's a chance here. They've got a chance, Blackpool, on the right-hand side. It's played in. It's meant to be dummied. It falls back. Surely he's offside. He is. The flag has gone up. It was the number 10 of Blackpool. And just about doing well there. He said that a lot about Park Avenue so far. They're just getting last-ditch touches in there to stop the ball going in. It was going to try to be dummied by the number 7, but in the end, Park Avenue do well to get a touch. And the number 10 blatantly offside, it's got to be said, for Blackpool as well. And they get a bit of respite. And Sykes Kenworthy takes the goal kick. Free kick, in the penalty area.
Yeah, showing their raw pace, I think, on the wings, left and right that time. Blackpool really looked quite intimidating, actually. But like you say, defending quite well when it gets down to the nitty-gritty sort of stuff in the box.
Absolutely, and that's where it is going to be important, of course. Park Avenue, a good run right now in pre-season. 2 straight wins, both here at the Horsfall Steakhouse. Good control by Doherty. In fact, he's taken the ball off really well in the end, though, by the Blackpool right back, who has the ball and goes back to centre-back. And here they go again, Blackpool building from the back. It's a good ball forward. Might just be lost in his feet. It is lost in his feet, and Hopper can win it back. A bit of a strong challenge, but he did win the ball. Doherty then pulls away. Doherty still coming forward. He might try and release Labastide, but in the end he goes back to Kersey. And Kersey finds trialist R, who is trying to play the ball forward. In the end, he's just put it out of play. I'm not sure who he was quite looking for there. But either way, ball put out of play. But yeah, it's going to be said, I think, when both teams do get the ball in the final third so far, maybe it's not quite been clinical enough. But again, it is pre-season. We don't want to be too hard on these players. Not a league game, but again, just trying to find their sharpness. Not all of these players will be used to playing together either. It's got to be worth noting.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with the pressing, actually, from the front line of Park Avenue with Longbottom, Doherty and Lebersteed really forcing some errors from the Blackpool side, who look quite composed, actually, on the ball, but few rough touches here and there, and the front line seems to be winning the ball back every now and again.
Absolutely. The wins for Park Avenue will certainly be helping them build momentum against, of course, Bradford City. It was, of course, a different Bradford City team, but nonetheless still a Bradford City side. And, of course, against Chorley at the weekend, well, last weekend by a goal to nil 6 days ago. Ball played forward, given away to trialist Kate. And balls were again won back, though, by Blackpool, who do seem quite composed on the ball. I definitely agree with Arthur there. They are... where they look good on the ball, this Blackpool side, maybe a way of the coaching, which is definitely a good thing for them going forward. On the left-hand side, just a bit of a miscontrol in the end from Blackpool's number 8. He seemed to have the ball and just completely lost his footing. And Curtis in a bit of trouble here, but he does win a free kick, as much to the number 7's discussed, but he was all over him there. It's got to be said, Kersey is dealing well with what looks a very tricky number 7 to deal with. Mentioned him quite a lot in this game, haven't we? And he's doing well so far, Zach Kersey.
Yeah, he is. I mean, that number 7 looks a handful, really. Showing his strength, showing his pace. You know, he's got in behind a couple of times now, but, you know, Kersey's controlling it well after he got beaten the first time. George Sykes-Kenworthy on the ball now. I think he's going to be quite an influential figure. He's got the armband on tonight, of course, throughout the season. His ball-playing ability with his right and left foot, obviously quite strong, so I think he'll be quite important as the season goes on.
Yeah, no, his goal kicks are very high as well. Doherty plays one in behind there, and the goalkeeper eventually will come and get it. Thought there might be a miscommunication there between Harvey Barsley and his centre-back, but in the end, Longbottom wasn't quite able to get there, but very impressive Sykes-Kenworthy. I think his kicking ability certainly looks fantastic, and that is going to be great. I mean, goalkeepers, the modern goalkeeper, so important you can play with your feet as well, and I think Sykes-Kenworthy definitely has shown that, and this Blackpool goalkeeper, Harvey Barsley, has certainly shown he's not too bad either so far. And Blackpool it is in possession now, Blackpool's 11. So nice ball played around the corner, and Blackpool have it in the centre circle. It's played to the right-hand side. It's a good ball to the right back. He's up against Doherty. Doherty shows him down the line, and he's done quite well, Doherty. This might just go out of play. It has. It's a valiant effort there from the number 2. I believe that's Kwaku Donker. Good play from him. Doherty, though, tracking him all the way. One thing that always impresses me about Doherty is his tracking back. He always does it in every game, and saw it again there. But the ball's given away by Sykes-Kenworthy from the goal kick immediately, and Blackpool have possession again. And it's the number 18 who takes it forward. He is closed down by Harrison Hopper, but they still have it. That's a really good flick out by the number 7. Ball played into the middle, but it's right into the arms of Sykes-Kenworthy, bouncing in front of the goalkeeper. Always a difficult one to deal with, but Sykes-Kenworthy gets there.
Yeah, just a little bit more on Sykes-Kenworthy. He looks really quite composed today, actually, and looks quite good with the armband on as a leader of this side. Obviously, joined Park Avenue from across the city, coming out of Bradford City's academy. He was also the penalty hero, obviously, in the Bradford City game just a week ago, really. So, you know, quite an important player in this side, in what's been quite a reasonable start for Bradford Park Avenue here.
Absolutely, yeah. Mentioned about his kicking ability also. A great throw there as well, we saw while he was speaking, just over the head of the Blackpool player, but in the end it came to nothing as Trialist K was beaten to it, and I think took a bit of a knock in the process, but that was after the ball had gone out. It's a good ball down to the number 7. Here he comes again. He's going to test Kersey here. He goes beyond him. He goes to get a cross in. It's not a bad ball either. It's a really important touch by, I believe it was Trialist K there, just getting his foot in, and then Blackpool can clear it away. Ball forward towards Longbottom as he fouled his man there. The referee hasn't blown, but in the end, the number 4 just goes back to his goalkeeper from pretty much the halfway line. Longbottom's not going to give it up, but he's going to play it out. Is Harvey Bardsley, and Blackpool flick it forward again. It does seem to be the wings that they are causing the most problems. Ball played down the line now. That should well be dealt with. It's very composedly dealt with, actually, by Jack Whiting. Going back to Sykes-Kenworthy. And then Hopper goes back to Whiting again in the penalty area. Back to Sykes-Kenworthy inside his own 6-yard box, who boots it high up in the air towards Doherty, who's beaten in the air. And then the ball goes to be played full. That's skimmed across the turf, and it's going to be out for a Blackpool friend. The Blackpool managed to immediately give him the ball back like it was the Premier League game.
Oh, fantastic. I've noticed that Longbottom is causing some discomfort to the back line of Blackpool, really. I know the goalkeeper Bardsley is not a big fan of Longbottom's pressing game. Interested to see how that continues. Obviously, might tire himself out doing it all on his own, but early stages and early pressing from him has been quite fantastic.
I definitely agree. I think he's a lone man up there, isn't he? But he's certainly causing problems for them, and that's what you got to do as a forward when you're maybe a little bit isolated. Just cause problems. They look very calm in possession, Blackpool, but I think when you've got a striker bearing down, you always uneases you, and you do eventually get your rewards. A good ball played out to the left-hand side by Blackpool, though, as they come forward now. It's the number 7 in possession again. He's just looking for his options here. He goes in field. That's not a bad ball. It's actually missed kick, but it does still come to number 18, who hits it from distance. It's a really good strike. It's actually a brilliant goal. And Blackpool take the lead just out of Sykes Kenworthy's reach. And I thought Sykes Kenworthy might well have had that, and it's just drifted into that far corner. It's got to be said, it's a fantastic goal, just out of the reach of Sykes Kenworthy. And Blackpool take the lead by a 1-0. And it's got to be said, it's a great strike, isn't it, really? It's got it on the edge of the area. It's right in the corner. He stretched for it, the goalkeeper, but he's just not getting there. 1-0 to Blackpool 11.
Yeah, great strike. Probably a little bit fortunate that the pass it was intended to go to, he missed the ball completely. Kind of threw off the midfield. I believe it was Trialist R for Park Avenue. Threw him off and left number 18 in quite a lot of room to get an effort on goal. And like you say, it just beat the outstretched gloves of Sykes Kenworthy.
Yeah, when they're right in the corner, though, it's so difficult to deal with. It's got to be said. He had a shot earlier on in the game, the number 18, which he blazed over the bar with his left foot. So it's got to be said, he has one or two warning signs, maybe. He's been in the possession a lot as well. Hits a brilliant goal there as well. We'll try and get you the official name of the number 18. I am going to search who that is in the meantime. But either way, though, chance for Park Avenue to respond to this now. There's been nothing in the game in truth so far. It has been a very even contest. It's a moment of real quality, you've got to be honest. Whiting gets possession. He's actually caught in it, but in the end, it was Blackpool's number 10. Just come back from an offside position, which I think everyone could see, as much as the Blackpool number 10 does have a few complaints. But it's got to be, like you say, the ball kind of threw off Trialist Star there for Park Avenue. You've got to have a bit of sympathy for him. He wasn't expecting it to go, and once he gets it on that right foot, it's a brilliant strike right into the corner. Some a really good run here by Lund, but he's caught in possession though, and his blatant pull of the shirt there is pre-season, but that could be a yellow card for Mitch Lund. Frustrated he loses possession, understandable. We see that happen all the time. You lose possession, the other team runs away, you feel a bit of guilt, pulls him back. It could be a yellow card. He might get away with it actually. No. But oh no, it's a yellow card given to Mitch Lund. I think that's his pre-season. That's a blatant yellow card, and yeah, you see her as good at fair play for the ambition on the run, but in the end losing possession, and a yellow card for his just to add a bit of insult to injury, I guess.
Yeah, the easiest one I'd imagine the referee will give today, yellow card wise. I've not seen many in pre-season though, but as fouls go, that was pretty blatant.
Yeah,
just like that one.
Another foul there actually by Harrison Hopper in the middle of the park on the goal scorer, the number 18. I don't think that's going to be a yellow card, but just a little bit malicious maybe coming through the back of him. And it's Blackpool, in possession now, trying to build on this 1-goal lead, as they've looked very composed on the ball. I've got to be saying, very impressed so far with what Blackpool have done in possession. But they've given it away here, though. Commentators curse just as I say that. It's good play actually there by Whiting, and balls with Longbottom, who has a rare touch in his own half, and that's played forward well by Doherty. And on the left-hand side now, I believe it's Hopper, who trying to get the ball into the middle. It's going to be given to Doherty, who on the spin, can he do anything with it? He goes to get it back from Hopper. Eventually, it's really good play by the number 18, and it's played forward now as well. There's a race on here, but Whiting's winning that all day long by the looks. Let's just let it run for a goal kick, and I don't blame him. That ball had a lot more legs on it than I originally thought, and that is a goal kick, but good play by Park Avenue. The one thing I will say so far, maybe want to see a little bit more adventure from them in going forward, but obviously, again, they are still getting into the game, and they're up against what's looked a very calm and composed Blackpool side.
Yeah, the Tangerines seem to have just got a hold of the game in the middle of the park now. Number 18 and number 4 linking up nicely. That was the 18, the goal scorer. He's receiving the ball on the half turn with his back towards the Bradford Park Avenue goal, and he's playing rather nice, I must say. His turn and touch and pass is pretty flary.
Yeah, he had a shot early in the game which he blazed over his left foot, but his right-footed shot there was just brilliant right into the corner. As I said, it's just the way he hit it was fantastic, but bit of a warning sign. Goals from distance can certainly catch you off guard, and can't certainly blame the effort of Sykes Kenworthy. Went to get there, but just couldn't quite get stretch enough. And the Blackpool come forward again now. It's not a bad ball. It's going to go through. There's no way that's a foul, but he has gone for it though. Whiting it was who allegedly pushed him over, but nothing given, and Blackpool have it again. Again, very calm in possession. They're in their own half for now, though. Again, Longbottom trying his absolute hardest, it's got to be said, to close his man down again. Calm in possession again, and the number 5, who what's another one, very calm in possession. He's got plenty of space to run into here, and he goes through as well. That's a good ball, and the number 11 are going at it with Trialist. Oh, he's still got it. Trialist K, I should say. Shot comes in, it's deflected, and it's actually gone for a corner. Sites Kenworthy couldn't quite get, it's like his hand went over the ball in the end. Luckily, it wasn't going in, but again, the deflection maybe wrong-footed him a bit. He goes to stretch for it, and the ball kind of went under his arm and out for a corner.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the game, there's 2 deep banks of 4 when defending for Park Avenue, and that allowed the centre half to probably travel about 40 yards with the ball. Yeah, slightly concerning, but nothing too worrying at the moment, as the short corner's played short, I believe.
It is played short, yeah, and it's back with the number 7 as well, who can play one into the air. It's a high-hanging ball. It's a good one. The header comes in from the number 6. It's over the crossbar. I mentioned about Blackpool's height and how it would be a concern for Park Avenue. We saw it there, the defender rising above everyone, getting his head to it, but it's maybe a little bit too high to direct on goal in the end over the crossbar, and it does remain 1-0, but another little bit of a threat coming in. Played just under half an hour, I believe, here at the Coulsville Community Stadium. Bradford Park Avenue 0, Blackpool 11-1. Bradford Park Avenue looking to make it 3 wins out of 3. Well, 3 wins in their last 3 in pre-season, I should say. Sats Kenworth, we've been praising his kicking a lot today, but that was not one of his best efforts, because it's came close to reaching goals than it has one of the players.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that one, I don't think. But just more on the Tangerines. They're quite easy on the eye in transition. They quickly travel from Barnsley in their own goal to other end of the field, and all the players seem to be rather tidy on the ball as well. We've mentioned centre backs driving forward, centre midfielders on the half turn. I think they're quite a silky side.
Absolutely, yes, and the ball's played out to the left hand side now, and Blackpool do have possession. The Tangerines again very easy on the eye, as Arthur correctly points out. I think they'll be impressed with the Stephen Dobby impressed with what he's seen from his side so far. As the goal scorer of the number 18 has it in the centre circle. Does keep possession as well. Plays it to number 4. He plays it to number 2. I believe number 2 is Kwaku Donker on the right-hand side, and he plays it forward. That's really well retrieved by the number 11. And he has it on the right-hand side. Goes to tease into penalty area. Cross comes in, deflected. Easily caught in the end. Well, easily gathered, I should say, by Sats Kenworthy. Good play there. I was actually think trialist K, who stood his ground, got the block in, easily ran through to the goalkeeper in the end. So good play by the left back.
Yeah, I think Park Avenue probably unlucky to be behind here. No serious chances from Blackpool. Obviously, there was just a long-range effort that beat Sykes Kenworthy. But other than that, Park Avenue looked fairly tidy, defending in and around their 18-yard box.
Yeah,
Blackpool go on once more.
Yeah, it's a good ball over top. Flag has stayed down for now, and it will continue to stay down as well. The number 12 has it in possession. The flag not going up. I thought that he was offside originally, but may have just timed his run perfectly, and Blackpool still have possession. Again, for Park Avenue, they seem to be in a very good defensive shape, which may be the reason why they're not conceding many chances, but it was a long-range goal that did undo them. It's a good ball over the top again here, and it's going to be taken in by number 11 really well. He's into the penalty area. Shot comes in. Good save by Sats Kenworthy at the near post. They were appealing for handball. It was trialist K of furiously appealing for handball. The number 11 got him behind, and then the shot near post, got to be said, probably the wrong option, because if he went far post, would have been harder for Sats Kenworthy. He had his near post covered well, the goalkeeper, and makes a good save.
Yeah, not happy there, the Park Avenue players. Did believe that was handball, although from my perspective up here in the commentary box, I thought that was some terrific control over the chest. Like you say, he drove into the box, hit it near post, a smart save from Sykes Kenworthy as Blackpool are about to play a corner in from the right-hand side.
One rule of a goalkeeper, number 1 rule for a goalkeeper, always cover the near post, and Sats Kenworthy did that really well there. The corner comes in from the number 7. It's a high hanger, the header comes down, it's eventually going to be cleared, is it? It's going to fall to Sats Kenworthy. There's actually a foul being given in the favour of Park Avenue, and a little bit argy-bargy in the penalty area, maybe pre-season, but players still getting involved a little bit. They went to take it quickly. Blackpool tried to stop them, but no, in the end, a bit of argy-bargy, but we do continue as the number 4 has it for Blackpool. He's done well. Number 10 plays to number 7. Blackpool come forward again. Cross comes in. Oh, and in the end, it's really good defending by Whiting. He gets a vital touch. I thought number 11 was going to pull the trigger. You got to be said, that's a vital touch. He could have easily given away a penalty there, Whiting, too. He timed his challenge fantastically. There's actually a change getting ready for Blackpool. Harry Colville is ready to come on here. I'm not sure who this is for. Maybe an injury. Bit of an interrupting injury, but Harry Colville is right in front of us getting ready with his all stripped and ready to go. But again, back to the chance down there. A very good tackle by Whiting.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't noticed anyone, limping around for Park Avenue. It might just be a tactical substitution or getting some minutes in the legs, obviously, in pre-season. But like you mentioned, that attack, again, that left-hand side causing trouble. They got in behind, but a terrific challenge from Jack Whiting. He went all in, full stretch, and just about flicked the ball away from the Blackpool centre forward.
And they come forward again, ball over the top, really good play by Whiting who shields it. I've been very impressed with Jack Whiting so far. Another player who's come in, of course, signed for Park Avenue. The change is about to be now, by the way, and it looks like it's going to be, I'm just trying to get my eye on who that is. Jordan Preston, who's coming off. I'm not sure if that is an injury or a tactical one. We saw the way he came off, did hint at maybe it been an injury. But yes, we are going to now see Harry Colville, whose brother previously played for Bradford City, the local team in Bradford, of course. Bradford City's League 2 side, who did play here just 9 days ago against Park Avenue and were beaten on penalties. And Sykes Kenworthy with a goal kick. It's another one of his good goal kicks forward. Gets so much height on them goal kicks and the header away. It's a throw in to Blackpool, which Kersey is going to take.
It was Will Callaghan that came on, not Harry.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Will Callaghan, my apologies, came on. There was a bit of number confusion, even Park Avenue now as well. So Will Callaghan on and Harry, and it's not Harry Colville, my apologies. And coming off was Jordan Preston. Hopefully it's not an injury, and hopefully he makes if it is an injury, it's a very speedy recovery for him soon, but hopefully he's okay. Ball comes forward now. It's going to be given away, though, by Blackpool. A rare pass out of play from them. They've been very silky in possession so far, but that time they give it away. It's taken by Kersey. Played forward to Labastide. Not seen an awful lot of Labastide, but he's fouled there and he wins a free kick, a chance here for Park Avenue to put one into the penalty area.
Yeah, haven't really seen them get the ball down at their feet really in the Blackpool half. It'd be exciting now if Will Longbottom can put in a good ball, which we know he can do, as we saw with the corner earlier. But really looking to see Park Avenue get the ball down, maybe drive down the wing, get a shot on goal if they can, as Longbottom puts the ball across.
It does. It's not a bad one either. The goalkeeper comes a long way in the end. It was Harvey Bardsley came a long way. It's actually a flag up for offside anyway, but I actually got a bit confused with his shirt there. It looks a lot like the Park Avenue player.
Yeah.
He came rushing out wearing green and got there in the end. But as a goalkeeper, it's always risking a lot when you do that. It only takes one header from a Blackpool player, or Park Avenue player, or a Blackpool player to beat him and go into the net. In the end, the flag was up anyway, and he managed to get a firm fist on it either way. But a bit of a brave one there from Harvey Bardsley, it's got to be said. He's not had an awful lot to do so far, so maybe trying to keep himself a bit entertained. But here they are on the ball again now, Blackpool, as they look to come out. The number 8 plays it forward well to the goal scorer of a number 8. And is he fouled? He is fouled, but that's a little bit harsh maybe. But it is a foul right on the halfway line.
Yeah, I thought Hopper might have got the ball there. Interesting to say the referee, he gave it straight away, but don't play with it as Park Avenue regained
Given away poorly there. I mentioned about how good the passing's been so far. They've given it away. Ball play down the line as well. Is it going to be reached? I believe it will be reached by Callaghan. He plays it in as well. It's headed away. And it is the number 8 who's there to clean up, winning the second ball on the edge of the area. Also importantly for Blackpool. But you see Callaghan immediately making an impact there, getting the ball in. In the end, it didn't come to anything, but that's better from Park Avenue going forward. And here is Trillis K on the left-hand side. He a little bit left in on there by the number 11 maybe, but they still have the ball. It's with Mitch Lund, who goes back to Whiting. And again, they're just trying to build now. It is Trillis R now, and he goes back to the goalkeeper, Sykes Kenworthy.
Yeah, as if by magic there. I said they wanted to get down the wing and attack, and Will Longbottom played a really tidy ball in behind to Will Callaghan there, who got across into the box. Really.
It's Sykes Kenworthy who's given it away. Is that kept in as well? But it is by the number 8, and luckily he's going away from goal. And now it's the number 7 who back heels it, but in the end gives it away. Sykes Kenworthy got away with one there slightly. Luckily for him, it was going, and they've come again, but Sykes Kenworthy this time redeems himself, does really well, rushing off his line and getting there, but originally giving the ball away. Luckily, the touch of the Blackpool player took him away from goal, and then the defender gives it away, but Sykes Kenworthy there to come out and make a good save. It's a really good throw from him as well. And the ball stops as Kersey tries to bring it forward. He's given it away this time. Blackpool again on that left-hand side. Coming forward, mentioning this is one hell of a run on the left-hand side here by the number 12. He's trapped, though, by Doherty. And Doherty's actually conceded a throw. He did really well to trap back there. He might well have switched wings, Doherty. He was on the left earlier in the game. He's now gone over to the right. And it does look like it's Callaghan who is going to be on the left-hand side. But Blackpool trying to get that second goal before half-time, maybe. It is number 7 who goes back. And again, Blackpool keeping possession. Well, they've given it away a couple of times recently, Blackpool. The number 5 here was the guilty party a moment ago. Luckily, he wasn't punished for it. He's played a ball forward now, which they've managed to retain possession. They've done really well to retain possession, actually, Blackpool there, because it was a bit of a loose pass. And in the end, it's really good play by Longbottom, and it's ball played over the top by trying to start. Doherty coming in behind here. Can Doherty control? It's a bit of a loose touch originally. Turns well. And in the end, it's still going to be gathered by Lavastide. He goes forward well. He's done really well, in fact. He goes into the area. He goes down. And the referee is waved him to get up in the end. It could have been a penalty. It looked like maybe a bit of a coming together, but that's a threat. Labastide, he's not had much of the ball, but when he has, he's been one of the most lively players on the field.
Some very tidy feet from him. Like I said earlier, I think he's one to look at going forward in the season. Really tidy feet there. Blackpool going again.
Oh, here they come, yeah. The number 7's on the left-hand side now. There's options in the penalty area. Number 10 in particular. What will they do with it? He's gone back. It's to the edge of the area. Oh, he didn't see the man behind him. It's good play by Longbottom, but they still have the ball, and that's going to be a foul for Blackpool. All the good work Longbottom did track him back there. Unfortunately, ended up conceding the foul. It's a bit of a, one of them, the number 4, turned blind, didn't really see Longbottom, but luckily for him, he kept the ball and then wins a free kick in a dangerous position. After the strike, number 8 did earlier, he might fancy his chances here from this one, maybe.
Yeah, Doherty looks like he's, being the last man now for Park Avenue. There's another positional change, potentially with Longbottom going in behind there. We saw him pressing quite deep just outside the Park Avenue box.
We saw the ball over the top a moment ago. Doherty nearly taking it in, but just lost control of it. And in the end, the ball in the end fell to Blackpool. It's going to be the number 7, I believe, to hit this. Well, I say to hit it, he's got options to his left and right as well. Oh, in fact, they've gone smart, Blackpool, in the end. Oh, that's got to be a penalty, surely, has it? No. I thought that was surely a penalty for Blackpool there, but no, it was actually brought down. It's a smart free kick. The number 12 has actually stayed down in the penalty area as well. I might love to see that one again. The ball was played out to the left smartly. It looked like the Park Avenue player. I didn't quite see which one it was. It might well have been Kersey. Goes in, and then the player went down. He's still down in the area now. That's a really good turn, though, by the number 11 for Blackpool. And in the end, that's good defending by Trialist K, who stops the ball going out to the left-hand side. Blackpool still have possession now. Number 12 has got back to his feet for Blackpool, caught himself out the penalty area, and Park Avenue win the ball back. I mean, from the view I've got, it looked like a penalty. I might be wrong, but I mean, it certainly looked like it might have been a penalty there for Blackpool, and Park Avenue might have got away with it.
Yeah, I mean, bit of a striker's challenge, an attacker's challenge, a bit of a lunge, lazy lunge in the box, perhaps. From here, I must say, it did look like the referee should have been pointing to the spot, but similar at the other end, it was a few minutes ago now, but Labastide has some tidy feet and was brought down, sandwiched between 2 Blackpool players.
Absolutely, yeah. Neither penalty given for neither. Ball play forward now. It's a Gunter Colwell. Does well in the penalty area. Chance to shoot with his left foot. Oh, is that deflected behind it? It's a corner. Sorry, it's Callaghan. My apologies, not Colwell. Callaghan into the penalty area. Does well. Gets it onto that left foot. He got it correct to the Blackpool defender there. He stuck really tight, made it so hard for him to get a shot off. It is a corner, though, but that's better playing. Callaghan has been lively on that left-hand side.
Yeah, it seems as though since that change has been made, Park Avenue have been able to make a little bit more room in behind the Blackpool lines as there's a corner for Will Longbottom.
Longbottom is going to take it as well. Maybe another dangerous one. He's had 1 or 2 deliveries, one from a corner, one from a free kick so far. It is going to be Longbottom to take it. It's not a bad, it's a high hanger. The goalkeeper comes and gets there, though. It always looked like he was going to get that commanding take from the goalkeeper, Harvey Bardsley. And last one, of course, he came out for. I questioned him a bit, maybe not shouldn't have done that sort of thing when he came out and punched it. But that one, he definitely made the right choice and got there. And the ball is well defended by Whiting. And very impressive Whiting so far. He's been really composed at the back. Say that he gives the ball away. And Blackpool can come forward now with the number 8. Again, we do apologise for only mentioning shirt numbers. We don't have official numbers for the players on our team sheet at the moment. But Blackpool in possession still. And again, it's still a very tall team, Blackpool, but they're certainly very good in possession. And it's a good play by the number 2 on the right-hand side. He chips one into the far post, and that's not going to reach anyone. Look, as the ball hasn't even gone out of play. I thought it did for a moment, but it will be kept in by Kersey, who plays it away as well. And Kersey then can loft one forward. And again, Doherty's on the chase. He's not going to give this one up, and he gets there first. Well, really good play by Doherty. Oh, it goes to turn. That would have been a fantastic turn. Fair play against the Blackpool defender. I've been very impressed with Blackpool defensively as well, it's got to be said. They stuck touch tight to him and got the ball. They've given it away here, though, and they've Won it back now with Callaghan. And he gets it back from Hopper. Callaghan again. Nice play from him. And he's eventually muscled off the ball. That's brilliant play from the Blackpool number 4 to win it back. Maybe a bit of a rusty touch there by Callaghan, and Blackpool come forward again on that left-hand side. All the players are putting the motors on the ball. It was just a bit better there. Could have played number 18 in behind. And Trilus K with some inexperience there has been beaten to it. And number 18 into the penalty area. Played in. He's missed it.
It's not
How on
scored.
earth has the number 7 missed it? It's a gilt-edge opportunity. It's brilliant play by the 18. He scored the first. He should have had an assist as well. On a plate, literally a couple of yards out. And the number 7, we've been praising him all game. I think he just got his feet mixed up. He kicks it. In one place, he kicked it right into the arms of Sykes Kenworthy. And it's a save. Sykes Kenworthy didn't even have to move. It just landed in his arms. And, the number 7 won't want to see that one again.
Yeah, I think some sloppy play from Callaghan at this end. Perhaps chose the wrong option. Could have played the ball in down the left wing, decided to turn inside and got caught in field. But, Blackpool went down. Perhaps some sloppy defending from Trilus K of Park Avenue. But how on earth has that number 7 not scored there? Sykes Kenworthy stood on his near post and very, very lucky for Park Avenue there. Should have been 2-0.
Absolutely. The number 18, brilliant play. Scored the first goal, nearly made another. And I think the number 7, when you're on rushing to the ball sometimes, you can maybe just get it wrong a little bit. And all he had to do was just prod it in. But here comes an hour. The puck come forward. The shot comes in. And that might will be Park Avenue's first shot on target from Longbottom, I believe it was.
Yes.
Straight at the goalkeeper. But that was promising. They got the ball out of his feet, left-footed shot. Never troubling Harvey Barsley. It was right down his throat. But still a shot on target, though, and a bit more encouragement going forward. Since the change, Park Avenue have looked a lot more promising going forward.
Yeah, fantastic play actually there from Le Bastide. Surrounded by 3 men there. A little sort of heel-to-heel flick that found Will Longbottom, who managed to get a shot in from that right-hand side, left foot, trying to beat the goalkeeper, but it just was a comfortable collect for the Blackpool number 1.
Absolutely, yeah. Harvey Barsley took that one in quite well in the end. I mean, it was a very comfortable save, but I mean, as we mentioned, Park Avenue, half-time is fastly approaching, only a couple of minutes away, and they'll be grateful it's only 1-0, really, because that chance again. The ball over the top now, there's number 10. Oh, the flag does go up this time. I was thinking for a moment, that was onside, he was in one-on-one with Sykes Kenworthy, and he wouldn't have believed his luck, Sykes Kenworthy, a moment ago with that chance. He must have thought it was going to go in the net, and in the end, it was just fortunately fell right into his arms. But it's still 1-0 to Blackpool. A brilliant goal to open the scoring from the number 18 from outside the penalty area. But Park Avenue are showing some promising signs in this game also. It's been a good game, an evenly matched game so far. I think Park Avenue will be unlucky that they are a goal behind. And here's Labastide on the right-hand side. He's been very, very lively. Lovely turn from him again. And the ball comes forward now to Longbottom. And he plays in Labastide on the right-hand side. It's it's offside in the end. I thought he might well be in there. The ball was a little bit wide for him anyway. Did keep it in, but the flag goes up, unfortunately. But every time he's had the ball, Labastide, I've been very, very impressed. He's been one of the most lively players on the field.
Yeah, it seems to be working now on that right-hand side. A combination of Doherty, Longbottom and Labastide playing the ball around between themselves over there. Labastide's beaten his man now a couple of times, the Blackpool left-back. Really interested to see if that can be pushed on further in the second half and perhaps, get Labastide in behind and through on goal if that's a chance.
Absolutely, yeah. Ball played forward. It's going, from the goalkeeper to goalkeeper in the end. Sykes Kenworthy gets there and throws it out to Jack Whiting. Probably arguably been my Park Avenue player of the match so far. It's a good ball over the top, though, towards Longbottom. Can he get there? No, he's beaten to it. And the ball's also kept alive. But Park Avenue looking to win it back. Longbottom has worked tirelessly up there. Not too much joy so far. It was like Doherty might well have gone into the number 9 role so far. He is, of course, Park Avenue's number 9. He may have taken over that, but he is causing problems as well. Here's Longbottom. I think Park Avenue going to the second half have got a lot of encouragement. They are 1-0 down. Could easily have been 2-0 with that opportunity. But Park Avenue have definitely shown enough in this game to prove they are in it. And the ball is on with the right back of Blackpool now. It's played in field as well. And the number 4 has been very neat and tidy so far. Plays it out to the left back. It does seem to be the left-hand side they've had the most joy. Blackpool. And there's a thud of a clearance rebounds and goes into the stands, into one of the Park Avenue fans, actually. And that will be a throw-in for Park Avenue, which can be taken by Zach Kersey. But what are your overall thoughts on the first half, Arthur? You've been happy with what you've seen from both teams? It's been a good game to watch for you?
I mean, yeah, I think Blackpool probably started off as the stronger side and have shown their quality throughout the game. You know, we mentioned their fluidity going forwards and backwards and some tidy players in the midfield. But since that change of Jordan Preston coming off for Will Callaghan, Park Avenue look a lot more fluid going forward. You know, a lot more balls going in behind, long bottoms pressing in the midfield. Looks really quite strong.
Yeah, and here is Will Callaghan on the left-hand side, and the ball's played in now. It's good play, and eventually the ball's going to be a free kick, I believe, to Park Avenue. This is a very dangerous position. Not quite sure who was fouled there. I believe
Harrison
it might well have
Hopper,
Harrison Hopper. Yeah, might well have been fouled. And this is a very dangerous position. We've seen long bottom so far. Maybe the set pieces haven't quite come off so far. This is a very dangerous position, though. Not really a shooting position, especially with Max going with his left foot. But if he can get a good ball into that 6-yard area, could be anyone's to turn it in.
Yeah, Mitch Lund looking prowling sort of the area, you know, against Blackpool's captain. He's a big lad and he's very strong in the air.
Yeah, it's going to be whipped in by long bottom. Oh, and it's player was coming in there. It is cleared away. Not very far though, but in the end they do get it away, and it's prodded forward by the number 18. But trialist K will go back to Sats Kenworthy, and the half-time whistle blows at the Horsefall Community Stadium. Bradford Park Avenue 0, Blackpool 11-1. A brilliant goal to open the scoring from Blackpool's number 18. Again, we apologise, we can't give you the official name due to the team sheet confusion, but it was a brilliant goal to open the scoring. It should have been 2-0. The number 18 scored one, should have made another. Ball played across, but the number 7 just put it right into the arms of Sats Kenworthy. One of the misses. Luckily for him, it's pre-season, but it would have been one of the misses of the season anywhere else. But number 7 has had a very good game, so take nothing away from him. But Park Avenue definitely looking encouraging. Long bottom. Preston has come off as well for Will Callaghan. And we are going to have a 15-minute break now ahead of the second half. Half-time at the Horsefall Community Stadium, though. Bradford Park Avenue 1, Blackpool 11-0. Muted. So, hello everyone, a warm welcome back to the Horsefall Community Stadium for this pre-season friendly between Bradford Park Avenue and Blackpool 11. Current score, Blackpool 1, Bradford Park Avenue 0, Blackpool 11-1, as Park Avenue are the home side. Looks like there might be one or two changes coming on for the second half, actually. There's a Park Avenue player who is ready to come on, I believe. I believe it's everyone who actually is, everyone actually has stayed on from the first half, from what I'm looking at. On the right-hand side, I am seeing Miles Labastide here, and Blackpool players warming up right next to him. I am Samuel Rattanaway, joined by Arthur Difford. Arthur, we've mentioned a lot in the first half about how we've been quite impressed with Blackpool, their possession game, how menacing they've been on that left-hand side in particular. But Park Avenue certainly came into it at the end of the first half. So do you think in this second half, obviously I know it is only pre-season, but if you're Park Avenue, you want to keep that momentum going ahead of their Northern Premier season. So do you think it's maybe going to be a case of try and maybe nullify Blackpool's threats and just try and play to their strengths?
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw Park Avenue grow further into the game in that first half after the change of Jordan Preston for Will Callaghan. One thing that I did notice as the players were coming off at half-time was Jordan Preston didn't have his boots on and was limping slightly. So slight concerns there. Obviously, it is pre-season and nothing too serious, we hope. But looking into the second half, I think Park Avenue definitely things to build on it, like you say, after that last 20 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, Blackpool have got us underway for the second half. It's kicked forward right towards Park Avenue, and Sykes Kenworthy puts his foot through that one, absolutely wallops it forward, and it is headed away. Yeah, speedy recovery for Preston. If he is injured, it's a good ball forward. I'll say good ball forward. It was an attempt of a good ball foot by Longbottom to Labastide, but given away, and Blackpool have possession back with Harvey Bardsley in goal. And the only player we actually can officially say is for Blackpool because of the name number confusion. Unfortunately, I do apologise for that. We know it was number 18 who did give Blackpool the lead in the first half. A brilliant strike around about 25 minutes played, but that went in. Ball played forward now, given away. Labastide has it for Park Avenue, and he keeps possession as well. It's wrestled back on. He goes right into Labastide there, the number 12, but Labastide gets back up. The ball is played forward. It's going to be given back to Sykes Kenworthy once again. He certainly does get some distance on them kicks, and it's flicked on well by Doherty, but the number 6 for Blackpool will get there first. And I mentioned about the height of the Blackpool players. I'm very surprised, especially with this being mainly their development squad, at how tall a lot of their players are. And from set pieces, I said from the start, I don't really see them having a lot of joy tonight, Park Avenue. However, we did see one or two dangerous deliveries in that first half from Longbottom.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's sort of what these professional academies are looking for now, these big lads that are tidy with their feet, strong with their feet, and, quick, physical, good players all around, really.
Absolutely, yeah. The flag's actually gone up against Blackpool here, and is going to be a free kick. Well, Sykes Kenworthy will take it. It's just outside the penalty area. I think it's probably quite far forward, actually, Sykes Kenworthy. It's actually around about 25 yards from his goal on the right-hand side area. Sykes Kenworthy hits it forward once again. It's a really good ball, actually. Spotted his man in space. It's Longbottom. He's done well to turn. That's a really good play there by the number 2. I believe the number 2 is Kwaku Donker. He's done brilliantly there, and they come forward again. Number 11, that's really good defending, though, actually, in the end. I believe that defending was by, I think that might be with Liam Hall, as Liam Hall came off the field,
So,
number
yes.
14. My apologies about no changes. Apparently there has been. Liam Hall, number 14, has come onto the pitch. I'm not quite sure who's made way. It might well be Trialist K. He might have been playing in that left-back position, I believe. But we'll confirm that in a moment. But it is Blackpool in possession in their own half. Again, so many changes happening pre-season. It's very hard to keep up with it compared to a normal league game where usually it's a lot easier to tell. Ball played forward, though, on the edge of the area. That's really good, strong defending by Whiting. I've been so impressed with Whiting so far. I do think he's going to be a very important player for Park Avenue in the coming season. And Blackpool have it now with number 4. Another player I've been very impressed with in the middle of the park. Number 4 and number 18 have truly bossed it at times. And Arthur, again, if you are looking at this, obviously, for Neil Critchley, who's the manager of the first team, obviously, especially now they've dropped a division, you are going to look at some of these players, and there does seem some talented lads in this Blackpool team.
Yeah, they move the ball around really with ease. As that central midfielder, number 4 there, shifts the ball over to the right-hand side.
And they come forward now, chance on the left foot to shoot. Oh, it's gone wide. It really opened up. It was the number 11 there. He cut inside. It wasn't a bad effort. He kind of came in and then the shot come in.
Harry Colville came on for Zach Kersey.
So, just further change, Harry Colville came on for Zach Kersey at half-time. We do apologise, but there has been some number changes for Park Avenue, I believe. So, That is why we were a bit confused. But yeah, Zach Kersey off and Harry Colville on. And Harry Colville, of course, mentioned his brother previously played for, his brother Liam, that is, played for Bradford City. Ball played forward now. It's going to be taken in by, I was given away to Doherty. It was Longbottom originally took it in, and in the end, Doherty just gives it away. Actually, no, it was Callaghan who took it in, and then the ball's given away anyway, and Blackpool keeping hold of it. That's a good challenge, though, by Trialist K, and that's going to be a throw-in just inside the Blackpool half to Blackpool, and again, still 1-0 to Blackpool here in this game. Pre-season, Park Avenue won their last 2 at the Horsfall Stadium on penalties against local rivals Bradford City and also against Chorley as well. And the ball's taken in now by the number 7. He takes a touch in field. He's got acres of room here, the number 7. He plays a really good ball as well, but sights Kenworthy. Really good goalkeeping positioning there. I'm a big fan of that. He immediately saw the danger. Comes out and gets there. Was a player down for Park Avenue. The ball's immediately been thrown out of play. Mitch Lund, you don't want any more injuries in pre-season, do you? But that's another blow, and hopefully it's a speedy recovery, and you maybe don't want to take any risks now with your Park Avenue as well.
Yeah, I mean, looking at defensively, Harrison Hopper, the central midfielder, has come to right back already in this second half, number 7 for Park Avenue, but big strong centre half Mitch Lund. You really do not want to see him go down. With the likes of Luca Haven not in the squad today, perhaps some shifting to be done for Park Avenue as a change looks like it will be made with Joel Orty getting stripped and ready.
Yeah, it looks like it. Joel Orty's going to be the one to come on. An academy player, Joel Orty as well. He's going to be come on maybe a bit earlier than what he expected. Mitchland is still down around about 25 yards. Sats Kenworthy there with him and another player as well. This is looking like a little bit of a blow, to be honest, for Park Avenue. I really hope he is okay. But either way, Park Avenue 1-0 down. They've already lost one player through injury in Jordan Preston, the new signing, and now Mitch Lund, such an important centre-back. He is back to his feet, Lund. He's taking his boot off. The change is going to be made, though. Joel Orty on, Mitch Lund off. I agree with that. I think if you're Park Avenue, it's pre-season. You don't want to take any risks. You keep Mitch Lund on the field, it could get a lot worse. So I think it's very, very important that he does come off now. And he is coming off. And the boot's off. So that may be a bit of a sign. But Joel Orty is... Oh, Trialist S, apologies, is coming on again. Sorry, the number confusion's a lot for Park Avenue. Everyone seems to have changed numbers on the bench. But it is Trialist S who is coming on for Park Avenue. A lot of Trialists you're going to hear the names of in pre-season all around the country. And that's another one. We are 51 minutes in to this game, just 6 minutes into the second half. And not a lot happened in the second half yet, in truth. All we can say is hope Mitch Lund recovers very quickly and hopefully he's fit for the opening game of the season. But just cut off for a moment because Park Avenue are in a bit of trouble. It's very well kept possession. That's a really good play, actually. And they come forward now. This might be a chance. It's a ball through. Oh, and it's immediately played out to Labastine, but he can't quite get there. Has he pulled up there, Labastine? He has, I believe. Can just see him limping there. That's not a good sign. Hopefully not another player injured. Is that his hamstring he's holding? It might well be. Oh, no, this is not good if so. The last thing you want to see for Miles Labastide is this. He's gone down. Oh, he's dropped to his knees and... you saw immediately, just looked frustrated. He grabbed the back of that hamstring and this could not be good. Let's hope he's okay. I mean, they're dropping like anything here, aren't they, Park Avenue players? Let's hope he's okay, is all I can say.
Yeah, bad turns to worse. Mitch Lund, he hasn't left the field of play yet. He is down on the touchline receiving treatment still, but Miles Labastide does not look in a good way here, down in the far right corner. Little bit struggling here, the Park Avenue side, trying to get the foot on the ball. Perhaps that ball was played a little bit too late in behind, but Labastide clearly, overworked, overdid something, getting to the byline.
Yeah, as Park Avenue players have a chance to have a little bit of a drinks break. As you've been aware in the UK recently, the weather's been pretty poor here. However, it's got a little bit hot evening, a little bit of a hot July evening. So Labastide is back to his feet. Not far from in front of us here. He is still clutching that hamstring though, and let's just hope he's okay. It looks like you were not going to take any risks here, and I believe coming on is Trialist T. I believe it might well be coming on here, number 18. Yeah, he is. Trialist T comes on field, number 18, another trialist on the pitch, and let's just hope that Labastide, 2 players in a matter of minutes going off of Park Avenue with injury. We're not even 10 minutes into the second half yet, and they've already had to make a few changes. Not good. It's a poor ball given away from Blackpool, though, and that's a throw-in. One thing I will say, though, Park Avenue going forward have looked a lot more promising in the second half, and hopefully these injuries don't throw them off completely, because we have seen that happen previously.
Yeah, interesting to see what happens now. Obviously, not what you want. 8 minutes after half-time finishing, all those words that they may have spoken about at half-time may have now gone out of the window with two changes being forced upon Park Avenue. But they'll look on with Will Longbottom still up there.
Yeah, absolutely. The throw-in's going to be taken by Harrison Hopper, who, as Arthur mentioned, is playing right back at the moment. The ball's given back to him as well. He does well. He wins another throw-in, Harrison Hopper. The ball was given back to him by trialist S. And Harrison Hopper going to take it, the number 7. He's not a natural right back, but I'm sure he'll do a job there. He always does all over the field for Park Avenue. He wants to go short here. He might have to go long. There's not many short options. Blackpool have surrounded the players, but it is trialist S who comes to it. That's well cleared away. It's a bit of a dangerous one, though, right on the edge of the area, but the number 11 of Blackpool does really well keep possession. It's laid off by the number 10, and here we come forward now with Blackpool on the right-hand side. It's slowed down momentarily. The ball played forward again. I believe the number 10 might well be Jake Daniels. He's got it now. Chance to cross it. It's a good delivery. It's just missed the leg of the number 7. That's a brilliant ball in by, I believe it was Jake Daniels. A throw-in eventually given in favour of Park Avenue. That was a brilliant delivery, it's got to be said, on the right-hand side. Whipped in. I thought it was going to be 2-0. It was maybe just a little bit high. And in the end, Park Avenue again escape.
Yeah, that's 2 chances squandered now by Blackpool's number 7 that look destined to find the back of the net here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good opportunity. He just kind of jumped for it. Maybe a little bit too high for him. So I think that one we can have a lot more sympathy than his first one in the first half. But it was a brilliant delivery into the area. Completely beat all the defenders. Could well have been 2-0, but in the end, couldn't quite get his knock on it. But it's still 1-0. And it is a throw-in, I believe, now to Blackpool, who are looking for some options on the near left-hand side. It's I thought it was given away. It's actually very well retrieved by the number 18. He plays I think that was a wild ball back to his goalkeeper, if anything, in the end. He went down as well, but no foul given at all. And Blackpool have possession. Again, Blackpool have been in possession so much this evening. It's kind of been the story of the game. Very good on the ball. And I think Park Avenue, though, despite all that, they'll be a bit unfortunate they are 1-0 down. Yes, they've had other chances, Blackpool. The better chances have gone to the Tangerines, but I think Park Avenue are certainly looking a bit more promising. I think Doherty, Longbottom and Callaghan have all been a handful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Brad Doherty moving into his 3rd position of the night now. He's played all across the front line, left wing to centre forward, and now being the right winger this evening.
Yeah, and they come forward again here, Blackpool. Another chance for them on the right-hand side. They're on the overlap. It's a good play. Cross comes in. It's Hopper who goes to get it. The chance. It's missed. It's the number 7 again. It's the 3rd opportunity he's had tonight that he's blazed, and that, gotta say, I mean, I had sympathy for him from his second one. That's another really bad miss. And there's another Blackpool player, Bradford Park Avenue player down. I hope. No, he is okay. My apologies, he was down, but I think he's just getting himself up it now, and he looks okay. But he's Harrison Hopper again, not being a natural right back, scuffs his clearance. And the number 7, it's got to be said, he's had a hat-trick this evening, and so far he's not managed to get on the score sheet. It was a really good chance in the end. He kind of lashed at it, and it goes over the crossbar, but a really good opportunity. It's unfortunate for Harrison Hopper there. Again, he's not playing in his natural position, scuffs the clearance, but he wasn't made to pay.
No, like as mentioned, Harrison Hopper, perhaps not your customary right back, almost seemed a little bit befuddled there as the ball fell to him just outside the 6-yard box. Probably got away with that one once more, did Park Avenue, as Blackpool bring the ball into the Park Avenue half.
Absolutely, yeah. The number 7 goes back. I mean, number 7's certainly been lively this evening, but how he hasn't scored at least one is all the big chances have fallen to him, that's for sure. Even the goal for Blackpool was a long-range strike. All the big chances have fallen to the number 7. He hasn't taken any of them. And here is the number 4. He's had a very good game so far this evening, and the ball's played forward, and 7 goes to get a touch on it. The ball's forward. That's good play, actually, in the end, by, I believe, was Whiting, and Sykes Kenworthy can kick it forward, and Trialist has the chance to go, and he flicks it on really well, actually, and that was a really good chance. It's here with Colwell Hughes have shot, and it's straight out the goalkeeper. It's Callaghan, my apologies. The really good flick on, though, by Trialist there. Really good centre-forwards play. Trialist T, really good centre-forwards play to flick it on. And then in the end, it was in behind Callaghan. It was a good shooting chance, but again, straight at the goalkeeper, Harvey Barnes. He's had a couple of saves to make this evening, but they've all been pretty much straight at him. But good play by Trialist T, really good flick on.
Yeah, threatening there from Park Avenue. I think Trialist T, perhaps a little bit disappointed that the ball didn't come back his way. at the back post.
And that's good defending there as well, and that's going to be a goal kick. It was number 11 who was running at them, but in the end
No,
it was
corner ball given.
Oh, it's a corner, my apologies. I thought that was a goal kick. It looked like a goal kick.
I thought so as well, yeah.
Bradford Park Avenue players can't believe it. 3 or 4 of them in the penalty area in disbelief.
Almost the Blackpool players look a bit surprised by that decision.
I really didn't see any sort of touch there. I mean, it is on the far side from our view, but that's surely, number 7's going to take the corner, but... I don't think anyone expected that position. Even the Blackpool players, as you say, looking a bit surprised. But promising what we saw from Park Avenue a moment ago. That flick on by trialist T was excellent. And then the shot that came in by Callaghan, though, straight at the goalkeeper. And the ball's played in now. It's going to be headed away well. Falls to number 11 on the edge of the area. He does really well to go back out to number 7. On that right, he whips one in. It's a really good ball. Oh, and it's number 6 who got his head to it. But in the end, it was more like a clearance.
Yeah, 50p head.
It was more like a clearance. He headed it straight back to where it came from. It was a really good delivery from the number 7 there. He got above his man, the number 6, and it was a chance, but it just never went towards goal. It just came back to where it actually originally came from. We will carry on because Blackpool will have a good chance into the penalty area. Number 12 played it across. That's really, really good defending by Harrison Hopper. We mentioned a moment ago how he scuffed his clearance. He got that one spot on. That could have ended up anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the number 7, although he's had 3 chances that perhaps should have ended in the back of the net, he has been fantastic today, linking the play up all over the park in the second half of Blackpool now.
We are 1 hour into this game at the Horsefall Community Stadium. It is Bradford Park Avenue 0, Blackpool 1. There's a corner going to be whipped in by the number 7. He's taken all the set pieces so far, the number 7. Not all of them have been as threatening, but the ball goes in. That's not a bad one. Oh, I thought number 4 was going to get there then, but he kind of stopped his run a little bit, if anything, and wasn't able to. The number 11 has it now on the far side. He's done really well to keep the ball. He's been spinning away a few times there. The number 11, is he fouled there? No, he's not. The referee doesn't give anything. The ball's a mighty scramble there. Where's it going to end up? It's another corner. Well, that took an age to go out of play and an age for actually someone to get possession. But another corner, it's going to be taken inevitably by the number 7, I imagine.
Yeah, some fancy feet from the Blackpool right side, but I think it ended up somehow in a corner with some scrappy play. Some tangerine shirts getting ready on the bench down here as Blackpool look like they might be making some subs soon.
A few players, as I mentioned, the son of former Premier League winner Jolien Lescott's on the bench. Header comes in. Oh, it's from the corner. It's eventually surely going to be cleared, is it? Oh, it's going to fall to Sykes Kenworthy. I mean, it was number 4 who had the original header. It eventually deflected a little bit of a few ricochets, but eventually the ball ends up in the grateful arms of Sykes Kenworthy, who went for a quick throw, and then it's headed out of play. And now Blackpool are ready to make 2 substitutions coming on number 15 and 17. They've only got 4 players on the bench tonight, but number 14's also going to come on. So 3 players coming on out of the 4. We don't know their official names, but we can tell you. So number 7 makes way. A very good performance from him, but he should have been on the score sheet. Number 10 also makes way, and number 4 as well. So that's a few players coming off the field. A triple change for Blackpool 11. They've been very impressive so far this evening at times, and now they're going to change it up a little bit. Now Park Avenue can come forward. It's a good ball over the top towards Doherty on the right-hand side, but really good defending by the number 5. He's done fantastic there. And then the clearance nearly hits the crowd, but prevented from doing so. But Doherty again, then balls over the top. He is threatening.
Yeah, calm and composed defending there from Blackpool. You know, he had a shaky moment in the first half where he gave the ball away, but other than that, he's been really strong at the back.
Absolutely, and they have it on the left-hand side now as well. It's actually with Callaghan, and he gets the ball back as well. Oh, it's a really good turn. And here we go again. Callaghan comes forward now. Is that maybe a penalty, maybe? It's a free kick right on the edge. I said a penalty. I think it was just outside, to be fair to the referee. Yeah. I mean, that is literally right the other side of the line. And any closer, that would have been a penalty. But this is promising for Park Avenue. Really good bit of link-up play. Been really impressed with Callaghan since he came on. And that's been in the first half, that was, of course. And yeah, he wins inside of dangerous free kick.
Yeah, you know, Blackpool perhaps a little bit unsettled with those changes. Lost their foothold in the game. Park Avenue went flying down the left-hand side there. Like you say, as Callaghan really goes at the defence with pace. He plays a 1-2 with trialist T, and there's a free kick that looks like it'll be taken by Will Longbottom.
It's going to be Longbottom over it. There is also another player over it as well. I believe that might well be Well, might well be Callaghan actually as well. But Longbottom's going to be the man over it. This is a very good position. It's in shooting range, literally right outside the penalty area. It is Longbottom's take it. It's a good one. It's a goal!
Get it!
It's a brilliant strike. It was really in shooting range, and Longbottom, the only player to score in pre-season for Bradford Park Avenue so far. Well, he's just doubled his tally in pre-season. A brilliant free kick in shooting position. The goalkeeper, Harvey Bardsley, has no chance, and Park Avenue draw level.
Yeah, perhaps went to the side that the goalkeeper didn't expect, sort of wrong-footed the goalkeeper. Obviously, players usually go over the wall. It looks like he went to the opposite side, the far side of the goal, instead of going for that near post. And the keeper was wrong-footed, and what a goal from Will Longbottom there, 1-1.
Oh, it's a brilliant strike. It was in a shooting position. You really thought to yourself, just don't hit the wall with this, and it's got a chance of going in. He goes, and like I say, the goalkeeper maybe fooled a little bit. He's not had an awful lot to do so far tonight, Harvey Bardsley, but that was a brilliant strike. And Longbottom, who's been lively on that, I think he's probably deserved a goal if anyone has for Park Avenue. And it's 1-1, and Bradford Park Avenue looking to maintain their good pre-season record here in recent times. They've won their last two, one on penalties against Bradford City, and of course the 1-0 win against Chorley 6 days ago. They're looking to make it 3. And like I say, them changes for Blackpool, I think might have unsettled their rhythm a little bit. They were doing quite well before that. The players they took off were some of their best players tonight as well, and that might have just unsettled this team a bit. As Park Avenue looks to come forward again, but that's a really poor touch out there by Callaghan. But yeah, maybe the change for Blackpool, maybe their own worst enemy.
Yeah, definitely. We saw trialist R then, who's dropped from midfield into centre-half to replace the injured Mitch Lund at the back, drive forward with the ball there, and the middle of the park seems a little bit more empty now. Blackpool dominated that in the first periods of the game and even in the second half, but if you look now, it looks like it's filled with green shirts.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the number 4 going off was the biggest blow, because he's been fantastic. Him and the 18 had a really good link-up in there, and it was difficult. There's been a change here, by the way, as well. And it looks to me like it is Longbottom coming off just after scoring. And this must be, the only player to come on hasn't been Harry Colville so far. So it must be Harry Colville, the man who's come onto the field. As the ball's played over the top now, towards the number 11, it's going to be cleared away well, actually, there by Trialist K. And then the ball's in the middle of the park, still with Park Avenue. As Arthur points out, there seems to be Park Avenue shirts all over the park now. That might well be the final change we see from Park Avenue this evening. And, well, that Longbottom's final contribution was pretty much the free kick, so not a bad final contribution to have.
No, I think he worked really hard tonight and definitely deserved that goal. You know, we mentioned in the first half that he was the lone presser, almost the lone number 9, but really deserved that goal. A terrific free kick.
Yeah, but Blackpool coming forward now, though. Can they get their rhythm back that they had before the goal? It's a good ball into the middle. It's a real chance. Can they turn? What a challenge that is. And the shot eventually comes in, it's blocked, and eventually it's cleared away. Well, that Whiting maybe with a challenge. That was absolutely brilliant. A vital block to make it remain 1-1. The striker had acres of room in the area, though. He just couldn't really get the ball out of his feet, but fair play to Whiting. He's probably been my Park Avenue man of the match tonight.
Joel Orty on foul.
Longbottom.
Okay, so Joel Orty is actually the one who's come on for Longbottom. My apologies, but so that's another change that's been made. Obviously, we mentioned Longbottom going off. It's Joel Orty coming on, not Harry Colville. So Blackpool now have possession, and again, it's retaking the lead there. Blackpool, we mentioned they had a rhythm before the equaliser. They're looking to start to regain that now.
Yeah, they seem to have almost left some more body. I mean, we mentioned the midfield being more empty. That almost looks like they're playing 5 men on the last line now, 4 or 5 men on the last line as they go forward once more here.
Number 12 is causing problems at the moment for Park Avenue. The ball played back. He was actually being closed down there by Trialist S, but the ball comes forward and it's going to be lofted up in the air, and that's well controlled by number 14 who heads it back. And I've actually been quite impressed with Trialist T this evening. I think he's obviously done really well with the flick on earlier on, but I think he's learned to be a bit of a handful up there for Park Avenue, and the ball comes forward, it's given away, and now Park Avenue can come forward, and there's some options. Oh, a blatant shirt pull there, and that could be a yellow card as well. We saw Mitch Lund pick up one in the first half for a shirt pull, and that could be another one, but maybe because he wasn't running forward, he's got away with it slightly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to check the rule book after for that one, because it didn't look too dissimilar to Mitch Lund's yellow in the first half, as it looks like we are going to get a change here again.
Brian Doherty, it looks like, is the man coming off here. The number 9 is going to be yet another change for Park Avenue. It's number 12 who is coming on. Again, the shirt numbers have changed around so much. I'm losing track of who's who here. It's obviously pre-season. We often do see so many more changes, but Park Avenue do have a free kick just outside the centre circle in their own half. It is played back to the centre-back, and now the ball is with the substitute who has just come on as well. I believe the substitute might well be Liam Hall. He's fouled, no matter who it is. He's just been fouled by the Blackpool number 15. And now possession is with Harrison Hopper. Is Mason Brewis, who's actually came on for Bradford Park again. We're just getting track of the numbers here at the moment. So many have changed throughout the game. As Trialist T has the ball right now, he's done really well to control it. Plays it out to the left-hand side to Trialist K, who plays one in. It's not a bad ball. It's going to be headed away, though. And the ball falls on the edge of the area. Maybe going to take a shot on there. And the ball's still with Park Avenue. Can they do anything with it? And the ball now it was with Trialist R. And Trialist K has it as well. Trialist all over the place now. Good delivery. Oh, that's a great ball in. It looked like it was going to be a really good chance. Actually been given as a goal kick in the end. I thought the Blackpool defender got a touch on that. The chance was at the back post, I believe. The chance was Joel Orty, maybe. It was a real chance, but in the end, nothing came of it. The last touch was off Orty, according to the referee, but they have the ball back, actually. And here come Park Avenue again. Shot opens up. Oh, it's just wide. What an effort that was. Absolutely brilliant play. I believe that was actually Trialist R.
Who came off? Mason.
It was Doherty. Apologies, guys, but yeah, that was brilliant play. It was actually by Trialist R. He literally cuts inside. He opens his body up, and when you do that, the ball often goes into the corner. A couple of nice chances coming in. Park Avenue are really on top here, just to say that, giving the ball away. But Trialist T goes to win it back. And the challengers coming in here. This is pre-season, guys, but the challenges are still flying in. And there's a bit of argy-bargy going on as well. The ball's still in play there. Blackpool just cannot get the ball here. Park Avenue come forward again. It's a really good chance. The shot comes in. Yeah! The goal! And Park Avenue have the lead. They've turned this game on its head. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up, I believe. That might well be Trialist R who's actually scored.
That little bit of argy-bargy there.
He had a brilliant shot a moment ago. It is Trialist R. He had a brilliant shot a moment ago that was inches wide. He cuts inside and hit that one just wide. That was a brilliant strike. Very similar to the opening goal for Blackpool, let's say. Gets it in a good position, hits it low across the ground, right into the back corner. 70 minutes played. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Blackpool 11-1. This game has completely flipped on its head.
Yeah, Park Avenue throwing a lot more bodies forward now. And we mentioned that little bit of argy-bargy there between Harrison Hopper and the Tangerine skipper. That might have distracted the skipper and perhaps dragged him out of position there, as it created the opportunity for Park Avenue to take the lead.
Absolutely. I think the changes that Blackpool made about 10 minutes ago really haven't helped them at all, because since then, Park Avenue have taken it. But let's take nothing away from Park Avenue. They're well in this game anyway. But I think Trialist R there, the goal, absolutely brilliantly taken. He had that shot a moment ago, and clearly that's given him the confidence to have another one. And he's hit it right into the bottom corner. It's an absolutely brilliant strike. And the Trialist, who certainly is leading the charts in goal scoring in pre-season, as it would be for most teams. But yeah, 2-1 to Bradford Park Avenue at the Horseball Community Stadium. This game has completely flipped on its head. It was 1-0 to Blackpool. Blackpool had 2 or 3 chances to double their lead, but Park Avenue were always in this game. They were always in it and always having chances, and they're now 2-1 up. And Whiting has gone back to the goalkeeper sights Kenworthy, who boots it forward with his left foot. And this match turned into a good ball. It has turned into a good ball. That's actually, they're in behind here, Park Avenue, actually, on the right-hand side. And in the end, it's going to go back. It's going to go back to Whiting. It's a good ball. Trialist R, sorry, the goal scorer for the second one. And they continue to come forward. Ball play to the back post, and it's going to be given away for a corner. To be fair, number 2 didn't get a shout there. It's the only choice he had. And all of a sudden, with 18 minutes to go here, Bradford Park Avenue well on top.
Yeah, the game's been turned on its head here. Trialist R, who obviously dropped back into centre half for Mitch Lund's substitution, he's now been pushed further back into the midfield, further forward, for Mason Brewis, who is setting the precedent now with some thunderous challenges at the back. But he's now running the game. Absolutely.
Ball comes in, header on, it's just about flicked away, and it's going to fall to Blackpool on the edge of the penalty area as they look to come forward. That's another brilliant challenge. I believe that challenge from Trialist K. The Trialists are doing very well this evening for Park Avenue.
Yeah, good for the Trialist brothers.
Trialist K obviously had a couple of moments in the first half when he nearly gave away that really big chance where Blackpool should have made it 2-0. But other than that, he's had a very good game, and that was another good challenge. Ball over top Whiting. Oh, Whiting and Sats Kenworthy have mixed up. But Whiting gets there first. I mentioned earlier on about the goalkeeper and centre-backs, when they mix up, it's usually catastrophe. It nearly was there, but thankfully, Whiting managed to keep his composure.
Yeah, perhaps a moment of luck, I think, there. The ball was spinning, swirling in the air. Sykes Kenworthy unsure of whether to come, and he decided perhaps a little bit too late, and Whiting had also decided that it was his ball.
Well,
Lucky.
my biggest worry there was going to wipe out Whiting was he really came out with a large kick, really, like a large swing out. So lucky he didn't wipe out his man. But it's fair to Whiting. I think he's had a brilliant game tonight. Arguably my man of the match over the 90 minute. Well, for the 73 we've played so far, but he's been fantastic tonight. So another calm bit of defending from them. Blackpool all of a sudden from 1-0 up and being in control of the game, or now 2-1 down all of a sudden. Goals from Longbottom and Trilist, or it was, who made it 2-1. Ball over the top now as well, and it's going to be played back to Kemba. The ball's bouncing. Oh, I thought he can't actually pick it up. I thought he weren't able to pick that up there, but I believe the last touch is off a Blackpool man. And now Park Avenue have it on the left-hand side. It's played forward to Callaghan.
Yeah, Sykes Kenworthy's distribution really quite making a difference now in the second half. The throws, the kicks out wide, either feet, getting the attacks kick-started really from the back. Quite impressive.
Absolutely, yes, I definitely agree with that. Sykes Kenworthy, an excellent goalkeeper again. We mentioned before the game about how important it is that Park Avenue have kept hold of him over the summer, and he has been fantastic tonight. And here they are in possession now, Park Avenue again. Trilist, the person whose goal does actually separate the two teams right now, plays it forward, up towards Callaghan. And the ball still on the left-hand side. Bradford Park Avenue, 2-1 up against Blackpool 11. From 1-0 down to 2. That's a really good ball as well, is it? I think it might have a bit too much legs on it. No, it has been kept alive. Oh, no, it hasn't. It's gone out for a goal kick. But, if Bradford Park Avenue do hold on in this final 15 minutes, it will be 3 straight wins in pre-season. One of them, of course, on penalties. There's also going to be a goalkeeper's change. And as we mentioned about, we actually mentioned about Sykes Kenworthy. Been amazing this evening. It's Liam Hall who's going to come onto the field, the number 13. And it's been a 75 minutes for Sykes Kenworthy. Another fantastic performance from him, but you don't often see goalkeeper changes, but this is pre-season, so we always see changes. But he's had a very good game tonight, Sykes Kenworthy, it's got to be said.
Yeah, definitely a top keeper at this level, a top keeper at the level above last season, and an impressive night for him. The armband has now gone over to Harrison Hopper.
Absolutely, Harrison Hopper. That's where Sykes Kenworthy rushed out of his goal to give him the armband before going off. And here we go now. They can come forward. Oh, it's good defending by the number 14 and Trilist T going in there. Bodies falling down for Blackpool. Blackpool do still definitely have a chance in this game, no doubt. But Park Avenue leading by 2-1, coming from 1-0 down. And then they play it forward. That's going to be given away to Jack Whiting. And Jack Whiting goes back to the first touch of the game for Liam Hall, the Park Avenue goalkeeper, replaced George Sykes Kenworthy just a few moments ago. 76 minutes played. That's a really, really nice turn there as well by Trilist. The man of the moment right now, the man who scored the winning goal. He threatened with a brilliant shot before that goal, which just went wide, and scoring moments later a goal very similar to Blackpool's goal in the first half as well. Trilist T with nice layoff, and here comes Trilist T coming forward now, and Park Avenue have it on the left-hand side. Ball played back forward to Trilist T. That wasn't the greatest ball to him, and he's actually offside, not quite timing his run. Hold-up play by Trilist. He's been fantastic so far, it's got to be said, but we haven't seen a lot of him play on the floor, and we just saw there that it just may be going a bit too early on his run.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with him with his back to goal. Seems like a big, strong lad, but has a great touch on him and some first-time passing that is very impressive. Also noticeable that Trialist are in the first half with Blackpool's number 4 on the pitch, couldn't quite find the pockets of space, but he's really running the show now.
He absolutely is, but here come into the area Blackpool. That's good defending in the end. It's going to be put behind for a corner by Mason Brewis, I believe. And you mentioned about Mason Brewis since he's come on, actually. He's actually been a few fiery challenges. Maybe he's actually livened up the game a bit for Park Avenue. I think, obviously, it is pre-season. It's this Doherty coming off now as well. Not off, sorry, but coming in towards the changing rooms. Well, not towards the changing rooms, but going into the changing rooms just below us.
Yeah, we're not commentating from the showers.
No, we're not. We're not commentating showers, I can confirm. Here comes the corner whipped in, though. It's not a bad ball where the goalkeeper gets there, and maybe not quite as commanding as Sats coming, but Hall gets it away nonetheless. First thing he's had to do with his hands, and Blackpool still have it now. So number 18, the man who did open the scoring in the first half of the Tangerines, he's still on the field. And here we go. It's no longer number 7 taking the corners. He's now off the field. The ball played in. Oh, it's gone all the way through, but Park Avenue can clear their lines. I've been very impressed with Park Avenue defensively at times tonight. I especially think Whiting's had an exceptional game And you mentioned as well about Triley Star. He really is running the show now as well. The ball's played. That's a really good touch on. And here comes Triley T. And now here comes it's back to Triley T from Triley Star. And this is good play. In fact, this is actually Harrison Hopper, who's changed position about 3 or 4 times tonight. He's now in the middle of the park, I believe, or might even be playing more out to the left. But either way, Park Avenue are in possession.
Yeah, interesting what you said about Mason Brewis there. Seems to, his defensive ability really putting us on the front foot from the start, right from the back, allowing the team to push on a little further.
Absolutely. The ball played forward now. It's going to be controlled. I believe that's really good control, actually. No, the ball's played right into the middle. And here comes Bradford Park Avenue as well, with acres of room to run into. There's options right and left. Which option are they going to choose? It's Triley T. He's offside once again. He's put it wide anyway. Second time in a few minutes he's been offside. It looked like the man just to the right of him might have been better placed, but I think they were both offside, to be honest. It wouldn't have mattered either way. Triley T. just started his run a little bit too early again. He puts the shot wide anyway, but promising run going forward. As you say, the gaps have opened up in the middle of the park there. They're having so much joy now, and Blackpool have given it away cheaply again. The goalkeeper's just completely lost the ball. And here they come on the left-hand side, Park Avenue. In the end, this comes to nothing. It's a goal kick. Around about 10 minutes to go here at the Horsford Community Stadium. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Blackpool 11-1. And, Park Avenue really have flipped the game on its head.
Yeah, some really nice shapes going forward, actually. We were wondering how they'd go with the changes made and the injuries that have taken place. But quite impressive, the forward dynamics.
Absolutely, and I think the way they've obviously responded to them injuries too in the opening 10 minutes of the second half for some important players as well. I think they've responded really well to them. And Blackpool, again, I think since them changes, they haven't really had the same intensity, really. And I think that's been a big, big problem. But I think that Blackpool, at the same time, again, this is their development squad, so they've obviously got a lot to learn from. But they've definitely played some really good football at times this evening. And here they come now on the left-hand side with the number 17. Again, we apologize, we can't give you names, of course, due to the team sheet. But here comes the ball over the top to the number 2, has also lasted the whole evening, I believe. And ball going to be played in. It's well cleared away, and Park Avenue can now bring it away as they come forward on the left-hand side. It's a really good challenge, though, by the number 2 there, and that's a throw into Park Avenue. But yeah, they're definitely impressing, Park Avenue, I think, with the way they've, since they've gone to manage the game.
Yeah, Blackpool perhaps had the better of the first half, but have really dropped off now, and the midfield is fully under control of the green side.
Absolutely, I think say gaps opening up has definitely been the problem. I feel like at times, obviously, when the number 4 who was taken off him and 18 were bossing that midfield. So since they've gone off, obviously the gaps have definitely opened up, and Park Avenue in control now. And here is Liam Hall, the substitute goalkeeper, in possession, and he plays it out now as well. Ball played over the top. It's not a bad ball. It will be chased down by Colville, but it's going to be back to the goalkeeper, who has possession. Not giving it up, though, Colville. He does well to close him down. And then it's flicked on. Oh, it's a good chance here, maybe, for Blackpool if it's onside. Here's onside into the area. Chance. Oh, it's a good finish. It's 2-2. And Blackpool are back in it out of absolute nothing, to be honest. And just under 10 minutes to go. And yeah, that goal came out. Another flick over the top. Onside. Takes his chance really well.
Yeah, Liam Hall seems to get perhaps a hand to it, but beating for pace there, really. Beating for pace and power. It's tidy finish.
It's a really, really good finish, actually, yes, to make it 2-2. And I'm not quite sure which player that was. It might well have been the player just coming over to this side now, in fact, which is number 11. I believe it might have been who finished that one off. Either way, it's 2-2. It's a really good finish. And Park Avenue feel a little bit of a soft goal to give away. They were 2-1 up in control of the game. A little bit of a soft one to give away, maybe. But either way, obviously, it's all about this time. Obviously, changes have been made. Both teams are kind of, this game at this point has kind of become everything, hasn't it? I guess Trialist T playing it out to the left-hand side now. This game at the moment's kind of opened up due to the amount of changes, you feel like.
Yeah, perhaps Park Avenue a little too much on the front foot there and got quite high with quite a high line, and Blackpool, definitely punished them.
Yeah, absolutely. And here come Blackpool now as they come forward again. And I think it was number 11 who scored the goals. But is there a foul there maybe on number 17 for Blackpool? He's certainly gone down just in front of the halfway line. Just under 10 minutes to go at the Horsford Community Stadium. It is Bradford Park Avenue 2, Blackpool 11-2. An entertaining Friday evening game this. 15 days until the Northern Premier kicks off for Bradford Park Avenue as they look to bounce back to the National League North at the first time of asking. Here come Blackpool on the right-hand side now. And it's the number 2. Has lasted the whole evening. He's certainly been lively and he comes forward, does well, plays a good ball in. There might well have been a foul on a Park Avenue defender there. The referee hasn't given anything and the ball might well have gone out anyway. No, it stayed in play. And Park Avenue bring it forward. Trialist T goes to get there. I've been impressed with his hold-up play, Trialist. You've mentioned that quite a lot, but that time wasn't quite able to take the ball in. And Park Avenue now in possession.
Yeah, Park Avenue noticed we slowed down a little bit, perhaps tiring legs starting to play a part.
Absolutely. Oh, and there's a loose touch here. Oh, no, it's just about got it back to his keeper. Has he? Oh, yes, Liam Hall comes out and does well. Thought that was a little bit too slow to pass them, but Liam Hall came out, to be fair. He did really, really well. He really got his foot through it and clears it. Shame for Liam Hall, he hasn't quite managed to get that clean sheet since coming on. However, obviously, it was a good strike that beat him. It's got to be said. He hit it with a lot of power, so not an easy one for the goalkeeper.
No. Goalkeeper's nightmare, really, that one-on-one. You know, how many times did they come out on top in those?
Especially when you're a substitute goalkeeper as well, I guess, in this game.
Yeah, welcome to the game.
A bit more difficult, especially. And here come Blackpool coming forward now. Ball played over the top. Chance for the header. Oh, it's gone in. It is 3-2. And Bradford and Blackpool have completely turned the game around now from 2-1 down to 3-2 up. And yeah, I think the header there, just like it was maybe going over the crossbar. I thought Hull got enough of a hand on it to tip it over the bar. But in the end, it just kind of fallen beneath his hand and went in. A bit of a disappointing one. 6 minutes remaining at the Horsefall Community Stadium. And Blackpool from leading to behind to leading again.
Yeah, good play down the right-hand side. And a good ball finds the free Blackpool man whose looping header beats Liam Hall. Perhaps should have done better there, but nonetheless, a strong header.
Again, it was a decent header coming in. When you're running in as well, it's an awkward one for the goalkeeper. I think when you're heading it from quite high up and you've got to try and judge it. And I think by the looks of it, it might have maybe hit the wrist rather than the hand, and that makes it hard to keep it out. But either way, 3-2 to Blackpool, who once again have turned it around. And again, we mentioned about the amount of changes that have been in this second half. We always see it in pre-season. Scorelines change, judge on the changes, you know. You see a lot of teams put out one team in one half and then another team in the second, and it makes it difficult. So, but they do have 5 minutes to get back in this game.
Yeah, we've seen the lead change 3 times.
We have, and won't put it past anyone getting a goal in this final 5 minutes for Bradford Park Avenue. And they are in possession right now, though. Blackpool, got to say, it has seen some really good goals of quality this evening as well. But yeah, obviously, I've been impressed with Blackpool's development squad. I think that a lot of these players have bright futures ahead of them, but obviously Park Avenue, they've had brilliant preparations for the new season in pre-season with how well they've been playing at times. And another trialist on the score sheet tonight, and Will Longbottom, the only player to get on the score sheet, a registered player, doubled his tally for pre-season before going off shortly after.
And I haven't seen Mason Brewis make a tackle on his feet. Yeah, everything seems to be sliding through.
Mason Brewis is not playing this like a pre-season game. I will say that. And the ball is into trialist T now in the area. It's a really sharp turn. He goes for the volley. It's blocked away. Really a strong play from trialist T there, but unable to get a meaningful shot on goal. 4 minutes to go, 86 minutes in. It's been a very entertaining game, a 5-goal thriller so far at the Horsefall Community Stadium. 3-2 to Blackpool right now. Ball comes back, a really good challenge from the number 2. He's played all the games in that number 2. I've been very impressed with him. Believe it is Kwaku Donker, and he made a really good challenge there as well. And is it time for Park Avenue to go long into the penalty area? Or will they go short? Looks like they're going to go short here.
It would be nice to see Trialist T get on the score sheet. Worked really well.
Absolutely, he has worked really hard. Some really nice touches as well. And they're coming in now to the penalty area, Park Avenue. Ball played in. Oh, and it's going to be a goal kick in the end. I think he went to cross it there, maybe lost his footing slightly, and the ball drifts away for a goal kick. I thought there might have been a block, but a goal kick nonetheless. Time is running out for Park Avenue. I actually feel like I really want them to equalise here. It may be pre-season, but I feel like the efforts tonight, I feel like this game deserves to be a draw.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the changes that have been forced upon us with the injuries, you know, they've done really well to compete. You know, you mentioned Harrison Hopper playing in a various amount of positions. Also, Brad Doherty obviously playing across all of the front line. I think Park Avenue have done really well and been really versatile tonight.
And so many trialists coming onto the field as well, it's got to be said. So I think that's another thing that's kind of interrupted a few things. But both teams have made a lot of changes. You see this all the time in pre-season. It's no surprise teams making changes. But I think that, Park Avenue 3-2 down, from 1-0 down to 2-1 up to 3-2 down. It's been that sort of night, really, hasn't it? Of one goal goes in, then another one goes in shortly after. We saw that for Blackpool, then we saw Park Avenue, then we saw it for Blackpool, really. And the ball now in possession of Blackpool. They
Oh,
play
good
it
ball.
forward.
Oh.
Oh, and it just comes off the number 11's heels right in front of his own dugout. And it goes out for a throw. They're the worst sort of ones when you're a forward, when you're just trying to control it, it hits your heel.
Yeah, it could have been in behind there.
Yeah, better touch in behind, and he might well have been in on that left hand side. Could have been a 2 against 2. And Trialist T really is proving to be a handful up there, but the ball's back as well. Trialist T gets it back in the centre of the pot, probably the deepest he's been all night, really, in terms of since he came on, compared to the other players anyway. And Park Avenue in possession. Are they looking to build anything going forward? This game has certainly had some drama. Oh, and the ball through and just nearly prodded through to Trialist T. I think he was a little bit flat-footed there. You see him acknowledge the pass there with his arm up, and maybe a little bit of a sharper movement. And he could have been in behind, but maybe a bit flat-footed.
Yeah, I don't think he expected that first-time ball to come through as it did from Will Callaghan, but nonetheless, they go on.
Absolutely not. And here come Blackpool now coming forward. Number 18, who's the man who started the scoring tonight. He goes out this time, though. The ball comes in, and it's well caught by Liam Hall that time.
It's been an impressive crosser tonight, I must say.
Donker. He absolutely has, yeah. He's done well with his crossing, but that one easily caught really by Hall. He came out, commanded his area well, and got there. And we are 89 minutes in now, not much time for Park Avenue to equalise. I feel like it's been a thrilling contest, to be honest, this one. A 5-goal game, and scorelines have changed very quickly in this game, I feel like. So
yes, definitely.
That's been something. The ball comes through now. It is well cleared away, though, by Jack Whiting. I think if I am given one of the man of the match tonight, Jack Whiting's got to be right up there. Been very, very impressed with him at the back. Really commanding. I know they've let in 3 goals, Park Avenue, but I think he's been excellent tonight.
Yeah, him and I believe Will Longbottom, I think he worked hard, but like you said, I think Jack Whiting, it looks like he will complete the full 90 as well, and he's been really quite commanding at the back.
He really has been fantastic, yeah. I think, again, the amount of change that's been in the game, if you do play the 90 minutes, it must be quite hard for yourself, because obviously you're getting used to new teammates all the time. Good ball over the top to Kwaku Donk. Goes for the first time pass, not a bad attempt.
Guess who's there?
It is red. It is Jack Whiting again, and the ball comes forward, and again Jack Whiting's there for the umpteenth time tonight. That's good play by Trialist T, and here we go now, and Park Avenue might have a chance. It's Trialist S on the ball now, played out to the right-hand side. A chance, maybe a shot comes in. Oh, it's ambitious. Not the worst effort in the world. It was dipping, but
whip, dip, and swerve. I think
that was it. It was like the ball looked like it was going to go miles over. It just dipped all of a sudden, and they can be a goalkeeper's worst nightmare, but not on that occasion. The 90 minutes are now up. There's no matter time being signalled, so I imagine the whistle will blow any moment. But that shot there, not a bad one to finish off the game, but it's been a very entertaining game this evening. Some really good goals being seen. A really good workout for Park Avenue against, obviously, a developmental side for a team playing in League One, of course, Blackpool from next season, I think, in Championship last season. So it's been a very entertaining game. It's not over yet, though, because Park Avenue might come forward. Oh, no, there's a loose touch, actually, in there.
From Brewis.
Yeah, Brewis it was with the loose touch. He's played the game tonight like it has been a league game at times, Brewis, with the challenges he's been making. And the ball's played forward now. The referee's still not blowing the whistle. Maybe going to let the play go on a little bit. I've been very entertained with tonight's game. I'm not complaining at a few extra minutes, to be honest. I think don't really want this game to end anytime soon. It's been a really entertaining one so far. And the ball's played forward now. It's a good ball over the top. It's actually offside. Thought number 14 was going to creep in behind there. Number 18 for Blackpool, who's played the whole 90 minutes as well, opened the scoring this evening. That feels like a long time ago now, that goal.
Yeah, perhaps tired in the second half. First half, he really did run the show alongside the defensive ability.
And I think the number 4 alongside him, kind of, those two had a link up since then. I feel like the play's kind of been a bit more, he's kind of been a bit of a passenger in that midfield. But either way, I think he's had a very good showing tonight, as Park Avenue not done yet. As the ball plays to the left-hand side. It's a really good ball. Is it kept in? It is. Cross comes in. Is that going to be a corner? It's a throw in. Oh, I just went the wrong side of the corner flag. I got my hopes up there. I think it's going to be a corner. Maybe get everyone forward. Chance for a long throw, though, maybe, if they want to do it. Now you've got Trialist T on the field. He's definitely shown he's capable of winning flicks on.
Lots of space at the edge of the area if you can get it there.
Absolutely. And the throw does go back. And it's with Harrison Hopper, who's played everywhere tonight. I feel like good ball in from him as well. Header comes in. It's not a bad effort, but always going to be tough to beat the goalkeeper. And that concludes the action for a thrilling 5-goal game at the Horsefall Community Stadium tonight. I've been Samuel Wright, joined by Arthur Differ and Arthur. What a game it's been. 3-2 to Blackpool. Bradford Park Avenue 2, Blackpool 3. A thrilling contest. And any last words?
No, I think that was a really competitive game. I think Park Avenue, the result may not have gone their way. Obviously, with it being pre-season, it doesn't matter too much. But nonetheless, quite a good run out. And like you say, I think Jack Whiting, he had 3 centre-back partners tonight and looked consistent throughout. Longbottom with a terrific free kick in the second half from close range, wrong foot in the goalkeeper. But yeah, no, I think lots of positives to take from Park Avenue there for Park Avenue, but just got to hope those injuries don't stick with us, really.
Yeah, of course. The injuries, of course, in pre-season are the most important thing. Let's hope that they're not injured, and let's hope they do recover for the game against 15 days time against Macclesfield Town. Because that is the game we're all waiting for, the one against Macclesfield. That's what all these games are building up to. The opening game again the season against a very tough opponent in Macclesfield. So let's hope. What a great showing tonight from both teams. Credit to both Bradford Park Avenue and Blackpool 11. A really entertaining Friday night game, a 5-goal thriller. But the final score at the Horsefall Community Stadium: Bradford Park Avenue 2, Blackpool 11 3.
Good night.
There you go.